Okay, so here's something wild. Did you know that millions of seniors in the US are at risk of losing their homes over something as simple as an unmowed lawn?
Wait, losing their homes? Over grass? That can't be real.
It's absolutely real. For seniors who can't physically mow their lawns or afford to hire someone, cities can issue citations. Those citations turn into fines, and if the fines aren't paid, the city can send their own contractor, charge the homeowner, and eventually put a lien on the property.
A lien? That's just, wow. So, someone who's lived in their home for decades could lose it because they can't mow their lawn?
Exactly. And it's not just a rare occurrence. The poverty rate among older Americans has been climbing, and by 2024, it hit 15%. That's millions of seniors, many of whom own homes with yards they can't maintain.
That's heartbreaking. And I'm guessing this isn't just about seniors, right? There must be others in similar situations.
Absolutely. If you include working age homeowners with mobility disabilities, the numbers are even higher. But here's the thing, this isn't just a story about statistics. It's about one man who saw this problem and decided to do something about it.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. Who is this guy?
His name is Emmanuel Yancey. He's an Air Force veteran and a landscaper based in Chesapeake, Virginia. And his story starts way back when he was a kid. His dad used to volunteer him to help his grandparents with yard work.
Classic dad move. Go help your grandparents.
Exactly. But for Emmanuel, it became more than just a chore. He's called it a labor of love. And in 2018, he turned that love into something official, Emmanuel's Hope Foundation. It's a nonprofit that provides free lawn care for seniors who live alone and can't manage it themselves.
Free? Like, completely free?
Completely free, and it's not just mowing. His team trims shrubs, cuts trees, hauls away debris, and even does minor exterior repairs. There's this one story about a 93-year-old woman named Margaret that really stuck with me. She lived alone and mowed her own lawn until she was 91.
91 years old and still mowing her lawn? That's incredible.
I know, right? But after a surgery, she couldn't do it anymore. Emmanuel's team stepped in and they didn't just stop at the lawn. They noticed she was struggling to walk to her mailbox, so they installed a new one right by her front door.
Oh, that's not just about lawn care. That's about really seeing people and their needs.
Exactly. Her family said something that stuck with me. They said a well maintained yard says, welcome. It's about dignity. Emmanuel has said his work empowers seniors to stay proud of their home ownership. And one woman even said this kind of help is what's kept her out of a nursing home.
That's amazing. So, I'm guessing people started noticing his work, right? You don't do something like this quietly for long.
They did. Local news stations named him an everyday hero. And in 2023, he won a $25,000 NAACP PowerShift Entrepreneur Grant. That's a program run by Damon John from Shark Tank.
Wait, Damon John? That's huge. What did he do with the grant?
He used it to buy more equipment so he could help more seniors. But here's where the story gets even bigger. Emmanuel has been saying for years that this idea shouldn't stop with him. His vision is to partner with lawn care companies across the country and have each of them sponsor seniors in their own communities.
That sounds incredible, but how do you scale something like that? He can't be everywhere at once with a mower.
Exactly. And that's where his new project comes in. It's called Grassroots. It's a website and mobile app that takes everything Emmanuel has been doing by hand, finding seniors in need, vetting them, matching them with helpers, and turns it into technology that any community can use.
Okay, so how does it work? Say my grandmother needs help.
She or you or even her pastor can go on the app or website and apply. There's a vetting process to confirm her age, disability status, and income. Then someone assesses the yard, even from photos, to estimate the cost for the season. The app then matches her with the nearest help.
And who's the help? Are we talking professionals, volunteers, or both?
Both. Smaller yards get flagged as volunteer friendly, and groups like church teams or scout troops can claim them in the app. Yards that need professional equipment go to local lawn care companies that partner with the program at discounted rates
And why would a lawn care company do that? They've got businesses to run.
because it's good business. These are small companies that rely on local reputation. The program gives them a community partner badge, yard signs, and press coverage. Plus, it clusters their routes near paying customers. Doing good becomes their marketing.
Okay, but someone still has to pay for the professional work. Where does that money come from?
From the community, individuals can sponsor specific families. About $35 to $60 a month covers a senior's yard for the whole season. And it's not just a one-time donation. Sponsors get updates and photos of the yard they're helping.
I love that. It's not like donating into a void. You know exactly who you're helping.
Exactly. Local businesses can sponsor entire blocks, and volunteers can give their time instead of money. The value of volunteer labor can actually outweigh the program's cash budget.
And are there really enough volunteers out there? I feel like people always say volunteering is on the decline.
Actually, the opposite is true. Recent data shows that volunteering has been growing, with over 75 million Americans participating. In Hampton Roads alone, there are an estimated 350,000 volunteers. The grassroots pilot only needs about 50 of them.
50? Out of 350,000? That's nothing.
Exactly. The pilot is intentionally small, 50 households in the communities that need it most. It's funded entirely by sponsorships and local donors, with no government money required. The idea is to prove it works, measure the impact, and then scale it up.
And cities would actually fund something like this?
They already do. Cities like Pittsburgh and Cleveland have programs that provide lawn care for seniors and residents with disabilities. What those cities don't have is the technology. Grassroots is the software layer that could make this a nationwide movement.
And the math checks out, doesn't it? A few $100s a season
Versus $80,000 a year for institutional care. Keeping just a few people in their homes pays for an entire program. Every yard is prevention.
So where does this go from here?
It starts where Emmanuel started, 1 yard at a time in Hampton Roads. Then it grows city by city, company by company, with the app connecting it all. The technology doesn't replace the human part, it amplifies it. Emmanuel spent years proving that one person with a mower can change lives. Grassroots is about handing that mission to everyone.
Hope grows here.
Hope grows here. If you want to be part of it, whether as a volunteer, a sponsor, or if you know someone who needs help, look up Emmanuel's Hope Foundation and the Grassroots Project. Somewhere out there, there's someone deciding between groceries and grass, and there's a mower in a garage that could change that.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next time.